Okay, how's it going everyone? My name is Andre, aka Mr. Vega, and today we're going to be playing Elves against 7 random armies. So let's go do this. So the beginning is pretty standard. Get resources, build both farms, get your hero, get Frodo out, and go for the other farms around your base. That's gonna be the basic start with the elves against any 7 factions that you're playing.
I will take the ring. I must succeed. Follow me.
So here, because I'm playing against 7 random units, I don't know exactly which armies I'm playing against, and I also don't know where they're positioned.
Quiet.
So I don't really know what to expect out of the gate here. I haven't tried this yet. This is my first time doing 7 random armies.
I must keep it safe.
So we'll kind of go through it and see how what it actually looks like here. So just grab the 2 farms as quickly as possible. Get back to your base, start gathering the resources, and start building, going from there.
Keep out of sight.
So this is it's a bad sign. You can see that my building is already debuffed. So that's a Moria spell. That's a new spell in the game, and it basically reduces my unit production by 50%, which is really strong. Palando, the creator of the mod, actually said that he's thinking about nerfing it already because it's really strong. Like, I'm forced to build a second barracks as soon as I see that, just because I know if I don't do that, I will not have enough armies on the battlefield. If I don't have a second barracks, which is bad because that also means that my production units are going to be a little bit, my resource income is going to be a little bit less because of it, because it's a farm spot that I don't have now, either a farm or a statue, which is annoying, but I didn't really have an option. As soon as I see that, I know I gotta go for a second barracks there, so that's what I did.
This way. There is still hope.
I also tried to build a well quite soon because it takes a long time to build a well, so I can't wait for them just to start attacking me, like all the AI start attacking me, and then I start building it because it takes too long, and I kind of need it as soon as they arrive. You can see they are already here, and that's a Moria faction and an Isengard, I believe, and Rohan. Yeah, so we're in for a treat. That's a lot of units already. Yeah, that's a lot of units already. As long as it's just a unit, it's alright. As soon as I see a hero, depending on the hero, that's the problem. I know I can handle the units somewhat well, but once the heroes start coming in, then it's a real problem. Also, I'm trying to get the towers as quickly as possible. They help a lot. Like, that's another thing you have to pay attention to is don't forget to build your towers as soon as possible as well.
The enemy is near. They have attacked.
Especially the evil factions are the hardest in the beginning, just because their armies are so big. Like the battalion units, instead of having just the 5 units, they always have like, I don't know, 10 or something like that. They have a lot more, which just takes longer to take it down for the towers that I have. And now I see Sheila coming in, and that's really bad, because in the beginning, once you don't have anything to do with it, like any other heroes or fire arrows, she's really tanky.
That must be the enemy.
It's kind of annoying. You can see that she's just kind of destroying my units right away already.
I got him.
We're too late.
Which is really annoying.
The enemy has overtaken me. We will help.
And another annoying thing, like as soon as I have my my archers on the field, you can see they focus them first. My swordsmen are still there, but as soon as those come out of the barracks, they start shooting it, which is, I mean, it's good on them. Like that's kind of like what you should do anyway, but it makes it a lot harder for me. Like you can see that I have almost no army left already. So right now it's basically just my towers defending the base. Probably gonna lose my well here, unfortunately. Like, see my archers, I can barely get them away from there, and they're already dead, which is annoying. And Chilad, as you can see, she's still there. She's really strong in the beginning. Once you don't have any strong attacking units, you will have to deal with her. I'm even building towers in the back now, which I normally don't do right away. Because if they start to push to my fortress and they destroy my fortress, it's basically GG. There's not so much I can go from there because they won't stop spamming units. I lost the barracks, I lost the fountain. I think I'm gonna lose that marlin tree as well. It's a rough start, to say the least here. It's a really rough start. Like I lost the fountain again, I lost the barracks again. We should have waited a little bit to build them, but oh well. Now it seems like I'll be able to stabilize a little bit. They gave me a second to breathe here. Yeah, I should be able to stabilize here with the 2 swordsman battalions and then building my stuff back on again. And I almost have enough 3 power points, which I'll be getting ants whenever I can. They'll give me some breathing room as well. Here they have a troll, which is good thing. Like my towers are focusing them because that could have been trouble. I'm gonna lose this barracks now as well. I managed to delete it in time. The other ones I didn't actually. I actually gave them the power points and the money and the experience. I mean, by giving them the money, I mean like I didn't get money myself when I did it. Because normally when you delete it, you get half the money of your structures back.
There they are. What should we do?
Like right now, I don't want to lose those battalions, so I just moved them back to get healed, and I just use the ants to deal with the guys outside. Like, I don't really care much about the ants. I just need time. That's all I'm doing with them. Just pushing them forward, making the AI attack them instead of attacking my base. That's all I care about. And I'm trying to focus the big guy there, the hero unit. That guy is really annoying once he gets inside your base. He's really strong. That's one of the heroes from Moria. I don't really remember his name, but he's pretty strong. Especially once he gets levels, he gets more armor and he gets even harder to kill. So I don't want him like getting in, killing some units, getting levels. If he does that, like I'm probably dead. So. Like right now, I feel like I can kind of stabilize the game a little bit. I managed to get the battle horn on all of the units, which is awesome. Helps me quite a bit. And if I can get 1 or 2 more archer battalions or swordsman battalions in the field, I should be in okay spot. Here I have another heroes coming in. I'm lucky that those were the only heroes coming in right away. If I had other heroes from other factions in, I would have lost the game. That's for sure. You can see what I mean. Like he destroyed my whole little army that I had there. Just that guy and Shelob. Despite the fact that I have, what, 8 towers around them shooting at them. Blows my units. That's the problem with not having a hero right away. I couldn't get Haldir because I had to keep building units over and over again so I wouldn't lose my base. Now that I think I would be able to get Haldir, so that helps a lot. Like a lot. Another thing is like when you do get him on the field, like he does die quite easily, so try to pay attention to him, try not to lose him. He needs to get levels, he needs to get leadership, and he needs to get Galadriel's, the Galadriel spells. It's really important. Try to micro him if you can. That's a little bit chaotic, and that ability helps him as well with damage. So whenever the heroes come in and I use his arrow ability, it helps him. I managed to use my arrow to finish that hero off, so he gained 2 levels, which is really nice. And if you get really swarmed, you can just change for his sword instead of his bow, and he actually does area damage to the units. As I said in my previous videos, I do believe Haldir is the best hero from Lothlorien. I don't think the other heroes are that good. They're okay. But Haldir, I would say, is definitely the best. And he's also the cheapest. He's probably one of the most cost-effective heroes in the game, together with Lurtz and Theoden and Elmer. He's probably on that. So probably would be like a S tier hero, together with those other heroes. So with Lurtz, Theoden and Elmer. And is there a hero there that I'm missing? That would also be S tier. I guess Gandalf would be S tier, it's just that it takes a while for you to get him on the field, but he would be S tier as well for sure. And when I mean S tier, like I don't mean that like if you put Haldir against like any of the other heroes, like he would 1v1 them, right? That's not what I mean. What I mean is he's effective, he's cheap, and he gives you a lot for what what you pay for him, right? That's what I mean with being effective. There are heroes that you're gonna pay 3k, like Gimli, and he's basically useless. I mean, he's not useless against AI, but like if you're playing against another player, he's useless. On competitive matches, you won't even see him on the field because he's just doesn't do anything. Because his melee, as I said on the previous videos, melee units are pretty bad, which is my problem with the units from the Elven armies, like with the heroes. They're all melee. Like they are strong, and like if you can level them, they do have like strong abilities. But in reality, if you're playing a competitive match, you would not be able to level them. Like what's a level 1 Glorfindel gonna do? You know, he's gonna try to get anywhere and then he's gonna die. The only way you can level him is with horses.
Our homes must be defended.
But then it's weird because his ability that buffs your allies, you can't use while he's mounted. You can only use him that ability while you're on foot, which is weird. So you have to unmount him, use the ability to give leadership to your horses, mount him again, and then go from there, which makes him not that good either. And here I don't need units anymore, so I'm just going for the barracks. And I already bought fire arrows.
We must protect the woods. Elven warriors.
Even Aaron, like the only way you'd be able to level Aaron as well would be having him standing near to Haldir on other units, and then use his bow and arrow. Once he gets higher levels, he's definitely good. He's a good supportive hero, but against in a competitive match, it's really hard to get a hero like that to level 10. Normally you won't be able to.
Have your weapons ready, elves. Watchful for the
And
enemy.
he doesn't have a horse or anything, right? So if you're playing, let's say, against Lurks, he'll cripple you, and then he'll current you, and he can actually kill Aaron 1v1, so not much you can do about that.
Have your weapons ready, elves.
I know a lot of people like look at the abilities and the things in isolation, and the heroes seem good, but in reality, if you're playing against players, you're not actually that good.
Follow me.
Because you need to be able to level the heroes, and you need to be able to actually use them, right? And another player won't let you use them, just because if they have fire arrows, they can one-shot your heroes. If they have lures, they can cripple you down, and things like that. They have Gandalf, they can like Easterly Light and then Lightning Sword right away. Like you can't run because, I mean you can, but you're still going to be getting hit by Lightning Sword after Easterly Light because you're on foot, you're melee units, right? That's what I mean when I say I don't think they're that good. They're good against AI. Not even, they are fine, there's nothing wrong with them against AI, but against other players I don't think they would be effective. Could be wrong though. That's why I want to play more online matches of this mod with other people. Mostly so we can try to test that. I don't think they would be good, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they would actually be good. But we'll see whenever we manage to get some online matches. That would be awesome. And right now, like, I managed to stabilize, so it shouldn't be too bad from here onwards. It should be okay. Once you have your fire arrows on your units, you're normally in a good spot. And now I'm just waiting so I can buy what's the name? Great Harvest something? Grand Harvest? Yeah, I think it's called Grand Harvest. The ability that gives you 50% more resources from your farm. That's all I was waiting for. So I purchased that. I destroyed the blacksmith, and I just do another model tree. Because now I just need money for heroes and for upgrades. And I don't have command points to build any more heroes, so there's no point in having the barracks still in the field.
So loud, we could have shot him.
Our fair city grows larger.
And now they have upgrades already, which probably gonna give me some trouble here. I think I'm probably gonna lose. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose some units here for sure. And as I'm playing against random units, and I can see that I'm playing against elves, and I'm also playing against Rohan. Honestly, their armies by themselves is not that like I don't worry too much. The problem is that they can build Entmoots, and Entmoots are bugged currently, or I don't think they're working as intended, because once they summon the Entmoots, they're gonna get four ants. But even if you try to destroy the Entmoot beforehand, instead of destroying it, you'll cancel the progression of the Entmoots. They'll get the ants instantly, and they'll get another ant and they consume them right away. So as soon as they get the Entmoot, they're gonna have 5 ants, and they can make ants basically instantly. So they can keep spamming like an ant every 5 or 10 seconds if I'm not wrong. So the ant spam is what becomes the real problem. So I don't really care that much about Rohan army or the Elven army. It's mostly the ant spam that's going to become a problem. I already know. It's pretty bad. And it's that bad because I think it's bugged. I don't think it's working as it's intended. If they actually spam the ants, I'll try to show you guys what I mean. Because when they're still building the ant moat, if you destroy it before they actually finish, you won't actually destroy it. It will actually help the people building it because it will cancel the building. It will actually finish building it instantly. You get all the ants and they'll get a free ant out of it instantly. So instead of having only 4 ants, they have 5, and then they can also summon ants every 5 to 10 seconds. As I said, it's really annoying. It's probably something that can get fixed if it's not working as intended, because I don't think it's supposed to work like that at all. And the reason I go for Caliborn as is my second hero is just for his leadership. It's another 30% damage, so you can see how quickly I can delete everything that just shows up there. Now I'm going for an attack against this army. I don't even know what it is yet. It's Isengard. So let's see if we can get rid of their base with one power spell here or not. So now I'm just waiting for their units to go back inside the base, so I can use the sunbeam to kill all the units as well as do some damage in the base. So here I see Saruman, I see a few units, so I use it. But I'm getting really destroyed by something here, which I'm not even 100% sure. I think just Saruman was like doing a lot of damage to those units. Saruman is actually really good in this mod. He has a passive spell like Gandalf does, which increases his spell damage, increases his health, gives him an area of attack, and also knocks units down. He's actually really strong. I like him a lot in this mod. Because I always thought he was a little bit underwhelming on the retail version of the game. I always felt like they didn't do him justice. So like right now he's really strong, but and he actually has he might be stronger than Gandalf on this version, just because he has basically this word of power, but it's I don't remember what it's called, but he has something like that once he reaches level 10 that also kills all the units surrounding him. So I guess in some situations he could be better than Gandalf. I guess not, because he doesn't have a horse. The horse makes everything better, just because you can hit and run with Gandalf, which is what you want to do. It would be too easy to kill Saruman against players again, because he's a melee unit. He is really strong, like in theory, but as soon as like you have like full armored Rohirrim fire arrows running at you, or combos or anything like that, you're just gonna lose your hero instantly. While if you have Gandalf, you don't have to lose him, because you can just run away, cast your spells, and then run away, which makes him a lot stronger. With Saruman, you can do that, but he's not going to be running away, or just going to be dying.
It's the enemy! Take cover, men!
And here I buy Glorfindel next. I want to try to level him. So whenever heroes push me, I can try to deal with them again easier, just because of his like Starlight ability, which buffs the damage of all the other units, including the other heroes. And once he has Blade Master, he at least doesn't get one-shotted against other heroes, but he still doesn't do much. It's more so for his buff, and he's healing well. If I get pushed like heavily. And then, like, if all the other factions start bringing heroes in, not just Moria, and then that's kind of when it becomes a little bit harder. And right now, I'm just trying to level Galadriel up, so I can push and destroy the base that I tried to destroy the first time.
Last free kingdom of men. Let the great emptiness of Khazad-dûm fill your heart. This is
There they are!
the ring of Adam.
And this game, you see that I'll be trying a little different strategy in a bit that I thought would actually works really well, but not as well as I initially thought, just because of the ants that the Rohan and the Elven faction will be able to start doing it in a little bit. Now that I didn't realize this right away, but there is no Gondor in this game, is there? Yeah, I don't think so. I didn't play against every faction. There was no Gondor, if I'm not mistaken. At least I don't remember seeing any Gondor units until now.
The Eye of Sauron now turns to
So on the other games, I forgot that I could just build ant moves myself and have the 4 ants pushing, which is what I'm doing it right now. I'm just building the ant moves just so I can use the 4 ants and push.
to destroy the evil Rohan. He senses the ring is close.
Setting out in quest.
Great emptiness of color. The ring of Elves.
Must be hunted down and destroyed once and for all.
To rise above the height, or to fall into darkness. Sauron uses his puppet Sauron to destroy the people of Rohan.
In this game, whenever I use Galadriel's ability, the Kamehameha ability, the fireball, blue fireball thingies, they're not doing as much damage as they did it last time, which I thought it was really weird. I didn't really understand why.
Our forces are under attack!
So here I use Sunbeam to clear all their units out of the way, and then I just push with the Elves and with the Monarch soldiers, and then I just go for their base.
The enemy is here! Sound the alarm! Fighting their way!
The only reason I'm using the Foggy spell is just to give my units a little bit more movement speed, so they can try to get rid of the base a little bit quicker. That's about it.
They're attacking the encampment! Beyond God! There's the enemy there! Don't let up!
Seduced by its power.
They're attacking! Fight
The
on!
Eye of Sauron now turns to Gondor.
That spell, it's Galadriel's healing spell that I used to heal most of my units there just so I could finish off the base. Otherwise I think I might have lost two more battalions or might have not had enough units to clear out the base.
In the gathering dawn, he senses the ring of the East Coast.
And this so far has definitely been my hardest 1v7 so far, especially in the beginning where I lost that many structures. Normally I don't lose that many. I actually thought I was gonna lose the game. I didn't think I would be able to survive that initial push. But the towers that I built really saved me. That's the only reason I survived there.
The last
But
free
their push was pretty strong.
The enemy is
Namari.
near! We're under attack!
the ring of
Yeah, here that ability didn't kill Ugluk. I thought it would. I thought it did last time, but I could be wrong. Maybe I just don't remember correctly.
For the world has grown full.
Right now, I don't really care about him. That's the reason I didn't chase. I just want to destroy the base. So I'm bringing Arrow and Dwarfendale in just to help me finish clear the base.
Under attack! The enemy has settled here already!
And in all lands love is now mingled with grief.
Great East Road.
And then after doing these 1v7s for a while, I would say the most annoying factions would be Moria, simply because of that spell in the beginning where it reduces your production by 50%, so it forces you to build another barracks or something to do to create more units. So that's really annoying. Isengard can be annoying if you're not paying attention just because of the mines. Like, I leave my elves back there with flaming arrows shooting at everything, right? But if they bring a mine, then they're suddenly gonna start destroying my whole base and my army because I'm not paying attention. So that can be really annoying. So dealing with Isengard, like, kind of soon is also nice. But here, like, it killed Celeborn in one 12 swoop. And I think Ugluk would have more, I think Ugluk has less health than Celeborn. I could be wrong.
He will try to take the ring.
Maybe he has more armor, which is what I mean, like, when I'm saying that the Elven heroes are not that good. Like, he literally took half the damage than Celeborn did, and I think Celeborn has more health. So, and now their ant spam starts, which, against this base is fine, because I have fire arrows here, but I can't build any more units, right? So as soon as I get getting other bases, and I won't have a good way of dealing with the ants anymore, because I won't have fire arrows in all of my bases, which is kind of annoying. And I didn't see where he built that ant food. I don't know if that's mine or his now. I don't know. Yeah, that's his. They destroyed mine. That's 3 beard. So that's from Rohan. Elves don't get 3 beard. Can't do 3 beard on the elves. And
This task is appointed to you.
There they are. Our forces are under attack.
and then he gets destroyed.
In the gathering dark, the will of the ring grows strong. It is the risk we all take.
You see how the other ant just spawned instantly like that, even though I just finished killing the one that was just spawned? That's what I mean, like I don't think it's working as intended. Like they can't spawn ants like it's nothing.
It is what will come to
I don't think it's supposed to work like that.
you should fail.
He must be hunted down
And there is more
destroyed
ants
once
behind
and
my
for all.
base, so I have to go deal with that. So this is the most annoying, so as I was saying, the most annoying factions to deal with. Rohan and the Elves would be the most annoying because of the ant moves. Not because of their units themselves or their heroes, those are easy to deal with, but the ants are just annoying. You have to keep paying attention.
On the Great East Road.
Like,
Stand
all the
fast,
time.
men.
As soon as I start destroying like other enemies, and then once I get rid of one of the AIs,
The enemy.
their farms also get empty, right? So whatever farms they got are just going to be empty now, which will make the Elven and the Rohan factions just build more entrance, which becomes annoying. And here, I don't think I should be going for the Isengard faction again. I've probably gone for the Elves on the bottom, but I didn't think of it right away, which was a mistake from my part. I definitely should have gone for the Elves and not the Isengard faction. Especially because this faction, they don't even have a siege works built. So I don't have to worry about mines or anything.
Stand fast.
So it's irrelevant if they're in the game or not, as long as they don't have siege works. But the Elves on the bottom, they can keep spamming ants, which is why I should get rid of them first. I shouldn't get rid of the Isengard
The
first.
enemy. They're here.
So here I use the ants to push against the Rohan faction because I want them to stop making ant moves as well. But I don't think I should have split my army. I don't think I should be pushing 2 bases at once. I don't think that's effective at all. That's a mistake from my part too.
Keep your wits sharp.
But oh well. What can you do? Next time I'll know.
Death is approaching. The shadow must be stopped. Our fair city grows larger.
And Isengard builds
The enemy there.
upgrades quite quickly actually.
400
The enemy. Take cover, men.
I got your gate down and I'm gonna go for...
Death is approaching.
Here I'm using Warhorn on the ants. I think it works. I'm actually not 100% sure it works. Maybe Palando, you can let me know if it actually works on ants as well, or just, am I just wasting my spell there using it on the ants, or does it actually help them? Because if it does, it's really good, but if it doesn't, then I just wasted that,
From
right?
here,
But
Fandel has fallen.
if you could let me know that, that would be awesome.
Sauron will use his puppet Saruman to destroy the people.
And in the beginning, I don't understand how I was losing the ants so quickly, because they don't really take arrow damage unless it's fire arrows. So like, how are they dying? And then I realized Aragorn is there. I should have probably just killed him first. That would have been smart, but I didn't. Because at this point they have... I didn't see properly, but I think they would have
So loud we could have shot him.
the Aragorn spell bot already.
He will try to take the ring.
They have attacked.
Let's see if I can see it again. I didn't see if his sword was shining blue or not.
He senses the ring is close.
Now I'm just trying to get rid of that ant mood, because you can see the ants. You can see how many ants they have already. I think that's 7 or 8, 9 now. You see what I mean? Of how, like, they just built that, and then they already had 9 ants out. You see what I mean? Like, I don't think it's supposed to be like that.
To bear a ring
There was
of
1,
power.
2 there, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7, 8. So they had 8 ants out and they had just built the ant mood. So that was like what, 20 seconds, and they already had 8 ants out. Like I don't think it's supposed to be like that. And I don't think it's the same for players. I think that's an AI thing that is buggy, I think. And here I want to get rid of this ant food, so I'm just gonna... You're gonna see what I mean. Like I'm gonna start attacking it, and it instantly finishes it. See? Like they were at 70%, and they got to 100 because I started starting attacking, which is really weird. And I focus on the ant mood first this time because I didn't want them standing like ants like every 5 seconds like they did last time. So I destroyed the ant mood first, and then I finished the ants. Honestly, you shouldn't have to worry about that. You should be able to do it the ants first, because you shouldn't be that quickly to summon the ants, right? I don't think so. And now I'm gonna go for this elven faction, just to try to get rid of it and get rid of another faction that can summon ants. Just try to stop the spam a little bit.
Stand ready! Finish it off!
The sunbeam stuff just to try to kill all the heroes that they have there, but it doesn't kill them right away. I killed Caliborn there, but Elrond's still alive and kicking. Oh, he just died now. He's actually one of the ants.
Stand ready! Soldiers! Now! Swords!
That eagle, instead of attacking me, is just chilling there. Like, yeah, I'm gonna watch my base get destroyed. I served the elves for long enough. Time for me to be free.
We've destroyed them! Stand ready!
Yep.
March! Soldiers,
so there I got rid of one of the factions that can build ant moods.
What should we do?
But I still have another elven faction and Rohan still. So ideally what I would have done, I would have, instead of starting and destroying the Isengard faction, I should probably have started with the Rohan faction on my left there, but I didn't. Right now I'm not using those ants very well. They were running for a while, but then I think that only lasts for like 15 seconds or something. They're rampage mode, and then they just start cooking afterwards again, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure it's supposed to be like that as well. I think once they start rampage, on the original game, they keep rampaging until they die, right? Is that how it works in the original game? I don't think they stop, but here they stop. Like, once you summon the ant moods, they start on their rage mode, like walking really fast, attacking really fast. But then after like, I don't know, 15, 30 seconds, they stop, and then they go back to just walking and being really slow. I'm not sure it's supposed to be like that either.
Middle Earth stands upon the brink of destruction.
And here I'm just gathering everything together so I can destroy the units on the right. And again, I'm going for the Isengard faction, which is just a mistake from my part. I should probably go for the Elves or for Rohan, for sure.
To rise above the height, or to fall into darkness.
Should have ended that day.
The enemy is upon us, men!
There I leave Elrond to deal with Saruman. And you can see here that Saruman does quite a bit of damage. Like, he was already hurt. But I think if I don't use my Blade Monster there, I lose, 1v1 against him.
Should have stayed dead.
If he didn't stop attacking me, for some reason there. But I used Blade Master, so I was fine. I have Blade Master, I think it's called Hadefang. His ability there.
Stand ready! Hey, it's the enemy! They're here! We've improved the sails! Ready yourselves! Prepare for battle! They're attacking us, man! Don't let up!
And I think I'll be able to destroy this base with the army that I have there and all the heroes. I should be able.
The will of the ring grows strong.
To arms!
Greatest road.
Watch your backs! Finish it off!
We do not yet know. To bear a ring of
Never
power,
shall they return!
Yeah, and I got rid of them, so that was alright. But again, I don't think I should have gone for Isengard in hindsight.
Try to take
Probably have gone for Rohan or the Elven faction for sure. You'll see why in a bit. Because I thought this game was going pretty smoothly until now, but it won't be like that for very long. I was like, oh, this is actually quicker than most of my games. But you'll see that it actually isn't.
Spread across these lands.
to rise above the
I'm
heights.
gonna have my ass handed to me in a little while here.
Our forces are under attack!
Because as I said before, what I didn't realize is once I destroy the factions, let's say I just destroyed Isengard, right? So their lumber mills and their furnaces also gonna get destroyed once that AI unit is done, right? Once it's gone. So what that means is that the Elven faction and the Rohan faction can come and do more end moves.
The will of the ring
So
grows strong.
they're gonna have end moves all around the map pretty soon, and that's really, really bad.
There they are!
Because I don't have enough units to deal with all the spam that they can do. Also, I forgot that my command points increased as I destroyed AI units. That's something that actually happens. You can see that I now have 120 command points, and I'm gonna go to 150 once I destroy the 5th faction, I think. And I could have been making another battalion, but I didn't because I forgot that happened.
Destroy them.
That happens. Sorry. And here's another Isengard. So there were 3 Isengards in this map. One Moria, another Elven army, and
The enemy is here!
one Rohan, but no Gondor. I honestly wish there was Gondor instead of either another Elven or Rohan. Or less ends. But oh well, just makes it harder. And there's no Mordor either, is there? Was there a Mordor faction that I destroyed? I think there was, right? Yeah, I think I destroyed a Mordor faction. I think. Or no. I don't
To
remember now.
rise above the height. Or to fall into darkness.
Because Mordor is not that hard to beat, honestly. It's pretty easy.
And nine.
The enemy is upon us, Red!
Like, once you're set up, it's easy. They do spam a lot at the
rise above the
beginning. The
height.
beginning it's annoying, going
Or to
against
fall
Mordor, but
into
after
darkness.
like you're set up and you're stable, then it's
Remember
easy.
this day. Lady Arwen has fallen!
But Isengard, as I said, the mines are annoying, and then Rohan and Elves, and Gondor is not too bad either.
Castle is under attack!
Sauron will use his puppet Saruman to destroy the people of Rohan.
So right now, I still
Let
think
us
I'm
know.
doing fine now.
You
Like I'm killing all of the bases one by one, I'm chilling, and
That's the
then
enemy there!
I realize I lost the Citadel, and I'm like, wait, what? And then I see all the ends, I'm like, oh. So I'm gonna do something really silly now that I didn't realize. That end wood is mine, but you'll see me in a second.
Men are so
I'm gonna teleport the Ledger there. Despite the fact that I literally just clicked and I checked that it was mine, I'm gonna start attacking it and be like, why isn't this getting destroyed? I don't understand. So I used my 2 biggest cooldowns, my 3 of my biggest cooldowns, and then I was like, oh, this is actually mine.
destroy them
They're
all.
attacking the encampment!
So you can see that I'm starting to make some mistakes there.
To rise above the height.
Like a pretty big one for that matter. And there goes another end.
Command anyone. Match their strength! Take them here! Fight on! They're attacking the encampment! We're under
So I'm just trying to be as effective as possible here, but even though I do all that, like the other armies came to help the Elven faction here.
In the
I had a lot of trolls in there, so I had some heroes from other factions, so I don't think I'll be able to completely destroy this. Yeah, I definitely won't be able to finish this base. I think I lose my heroes here as well. Some of my heroes. Yeah, Arwen is dead. I think Orthandel's gonna die too.
now turns to confidence.
And there's a lot of still trying to destroy the enemy.
gone from these lands! Glorfindel has fallen!
The power of the enemy is growing.
So now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna join the party and I'm gonna start building end moves like crazy as well.
Our fair city grows larger. Our fair city grows larger. Our lands are on the sea!
And then I just hear another end move being built. I'm like, what the hell? Where's that one coming from now?
Fair city grows larger.
Even my main base is getting destroyed now by all the end spam. But now I realize I can like, oh, I can actually build more units now. But now I don't want to leave my base because there are so many ants that I'm like, I don't want to lose the main base. I'm going to leave my units there and I don't end up pushing with them. Which I actually could have done. I could probably just have taken like 3 of the battalion units out and then just use those units to help me destroy bases more efficiently, or destroy the ant boots more efficiently. At this point, I'm actually having a hard time microing everything. I don't actually understand everything that is going on. Because normally, like in the other videos that you see, by this time, like it's a lot easier to finish off the enemies because they're not attacking back as much anymore because they have literally 4 less AI units, right? But on this one, that's not the case. Because there's like, I lost another citadel? Where? So the ants are actually kicking my ass now.
The enemy is growing.
And now the Moria faction is actually pretty strong. Like those units are kind of weird. But they are pretty strong. They're good at killing heroes actually. So now I'm gonna get rid of another ant spammer here. Another Elven faction. Make my life a little bit easier. I might lose Galactus here actually. There's a lot of trolls coming in and like a lot of units with and I tried to save her, sending her there, but I don't think I saw it right away when I was playing that there were actually 3 ants inside it. So she's probably gonna die to the ants there. And there's another ant move, and it's gonna be quite a few more on the map at this point. But they're now destroying my bases, left, right, and center.
Something is afoul. Lady Arwen has not gained this field. Destroy the citadel.
Here I just want to get rid of that end mood as well. But it's too much for Dorothy now to end up dying as well. I couldn't use the heal in time there. I'm pretty sure this base is gonna be gone very soon with all the ant spam, I think. I'm not even sure where I'm buying heroes from that citadel. Should probably be buying from the main citadel because that one might get destroyed in a bit. At least I got rid of another ant. There's Lego is attacking me, and there's Aragorn. Oh, they don't have a Aragorn spell yet. He still doesn't have his power. Oh yeah, he definitely doesn't have, otherwise he'll be dead already. Oh, there you have Gimli as well. Yeah, Aragorn is dead here.
You were meant to come to Riven.
The Eye of Sauron now turns to Gondor. The last free kingdom of men.
My plan initially was just to have Elrond there just so I could summon the ant boots, but I didn't realize there were so many heroes around him.
Keep your wits sharp.
And now I realize that half of my base is dead. I built a farm there by accident instead of building a well. And then I realized there's another ant boot right in front of my base. So I go get rid of it.
Our forces are under attack. The enemy is here. Our fair city grows larger.
And I don't want Celeborn to go deal with the ants, I just want his leadership. That's why I keep him with the battalion there. I wish there was like a way of having a unit formation where the melee units would just stay with the battalion instead of going forward.
Destroy them all.
Because most of the time the melee units, they're just used for their leadership. They're just there to stay with the battalions, they're not there to go and walk around with your units.
We have lost our territory. There they are. What should we do?
Quickly, run!
We have not had dealings with the since the Dark Days.
Our forces are under attack.
I bring word. Elrond has ridden there.
And I was considering pushing with my units until I realized I lost 2 citadels. Like you can see the one on the center and the bottom, that one's gone, and then one on the bottom right is gone as well. And I was like, okay, maybe I just put this inside now. So I realized I didn't build a well, so I destroyed my farm and built a well there.
The will of the ring grows strong.
It's the enemy.
And that elven base that I had destroyed is now bought back again. So there's, you can see, that base was destroyed, now it's back up again. Because I don't even remember what happened there, I don't even remember. I finished destroying this base, right? And then I left it, I didn't buy the base, and then they bought it again? Was that what happened? Or did I actually have bought it and they destroyed it?
one by one.
But here, that's what I'm saying. Here's where I got my ass beat. Like I lost 3 bases in like the span of like a couple of minutes. I didn't even realize. So at this point, I was like, oh really? Gotta go retake all of that. So that's what I did now. Was like, instead of going for the bases on the bottom or whatever, it's just like I gotta get rid of Rohan. I gotta get rid of the elves. So that's kind of what I focus now. I got rid of the elves there, and then I think I'm gonna go for Rohan next. Because like I'm kind of like done with dealing with all these ends by now. I'm like, really, I can't deal with this anymore.
Men are so easily seduced by its
So I think that's what I'll do. I think I'm gonna get rid of this elf. Yeah. So this army has been defeated, and then I'm gonna go for Rohan now, if I'm not mistaken.
greatly desired.
I really hope that that's what I did, because if I didn't do that, then it was just straight up a huge mistake. But I think that's what I do now. I think I just go for Rohan because I'm sick of losing
He
all my
will
bases
try to
to the
take
end.
the ring. To rise above the height, or to
Yeah,
fall
maybe
into
I didn't
darkness.
destroy that army. I thought I did, but I guess I did. Oh yeah, no, I did lose everything. Like I lost the Ladru there as well. Yeah, I couldn't finish off that base. I would remember. Again, the reason I buy everything is just so it takes longer for the enemies to destroy my base. Like I'm not gonna actually actively try to protect them. It's just so it takes them longer and longer.
Is fading.
And here I kind of like I shouldn't. Do I use the spell there? No, I do wait.
Will use his puppet
I would like if I used
to
the
destroy the people of Rohan.
something there, that would have been a mistake. But I don't, so which is good.
If you do not find a way,
So my plan now is just destroy this farm, buy an ant mood right in front of their base, and then use those ants.
Watchful for the enemy.
The enemy is upon us!
the eye of Sauron now turns to Gondor. The last free
There you have the one brave Rohirrim by himself trying to defeat Galadriel. That guy deserves a medal.
grief.
Our fair city
While all his homies are at the base, chilling, not helping him out, he was there by himself trying to kill Galadriel.
Sauron
What a hero.
uses his puppet
What a
Sauron
hero.
to destroy the people of Rohan.
Gotta buy all my heroes again. At least this time I buy them at the right spot. I don't buy them on the base that I lost. Yeah, because like
I do not deny
during that part of the
my
game, like I
heart
really
is
like I couldn't
desire
keep up with
this.
everything that was going on. Do I use this spell? Yeah, Palando, let me know if that actually works on the ants, that Warren Horde there. I don't actually know. I'm not too sure if it actually does or not.
We're attacking!
Now I'm just trying to get rid of Rohan because I can't stand the ants anymore. But there is Aragorn again. Instead of killing him again, I think I'm gonna ignore him. Or I'm gonna use the like, oh, I'm actually killing him. Maybe that's better. And why do I use that spell on that dude instead of Aragorn? That I don't know. Like I should have used my Powerball thingy on Aragorn there, right? But I didn't. I don't know why. Now he's killing my ant. That wasn't very smart of me. And that's probably why I lose the base. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to destroy this base because I didn't kill Aragorn right away. And I could have killed the troll with it as well. Or, no, actually I might be okay. I might still be able to. Oh yeah, 100%. Now that I have the ants and the Northern army, will be able to destroy it for sure. And then once I just got rid of the elves, right? I'm getting rid of Rohan, and now the game should be pretty smooth sailing from here on. Because the ant spam is gonna stop.
Make ready! Stand ready now!
And again, this base was right next to me. I should have got rid of the Rohan right away. The other thing is, like, if Rohan gets AOD, that's also a big problem, right? The good thing is that normally the AI use it in a dead spot. They normally don't use it on your base. They normally just use it randomly on. They probably would have used it on like 2 heroes or something like that, or on my ants or something like that.
To rise above the height, or to fall into darkness.
Which I actually think it might be done intentionally, because it's normally if you use AOD on a base, you're going to destroy the base.
Or to
Most
fall
of it.
into darkness. The strength of the ring bearer is failing.
I mean, you're probably going to destroy all the units in the Citadel, and the other things are going to be just standing there, but as I'm playing against 7 units, they would just There's no good standing and destroy my base. I don't have units there to protect it, and
City grows larger.
I'm protect it,
City,
right?
fair
So just
city
move
grows
it.
larger.
The towers we wouldn't be enough.
Claim these lands.
Here I'm just kind of trying to rush into the base, which is what I normally do, but they actually have a lot of units with upgrades, a lot of trolls, a lot of strong heroes, so I'm just going to lose everything here.
The Isle of Sauron now turns to Gondor, the last free kingdom of men.
Because in my mind, I would have been done with this game already, because I thought, oh, everything's going so smoothly, I'm getting rid of all the tactics really quickly until all the ants come back and start kicking my ass. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta go retake everything now. And now this is the only hard army left, it's just the Moria army, so the other bases on the bottom, it's from Moria as well.
Death is
I'm
approaching.
trying to use my arrow myself there, but for some reason I couldn't use it over those little rocks. It's really annoying. And I think in this quick I don't think I'm
If you should fail, Sauron will use his Sauron to destroy the people.
And these raids are actually pretty strong. Like they're annoying to kill.
The Isle of Sauron now turns to Gondor. This is the last free. The power of the enemy is growing.
I don't think that was a very good use of a tornado, but whatever. I just wanted to destroy the mine there so I could build an end wood in front of their base.
Of the ring grows strong.
It's kind of all I wanted to do.
Go now and rest. And in all lands now.
I'll probably lose Elves here. I don't think I'll have a way to keep them alive, if I'm not mistaken. We'll just Galadriel will be there. But I have my Numenorean army pretty soon, and I have my ants coming out pretty soon as well. Then I should be able to get rid of their base, I think. Yeah, I think probably Shelob will kill Elves there. Here I use the Sunbeam just to get rid of all of the units. And then after that I can summon the ants and the Numenorean army and go from there. I'm just trying to buy the ants, but they keep bringing more and more units.
Stand fast, men!
Has claimed these lands.
In the gathering dawn, the will of the ring grows strong. His war on this country will come swiftly.
Our lands are under siege.
It is the whisper
They're
of the old.
attacking.
And now they bought their mine, but I still haven't been able to buy my ends.
The Isle of Sauron now turns to Gondor, the last free kingdom of men.
And they can really spam those units. Look at that! Like I had just killed all of them with the Sunbeam, but they already have like a full army out again.
It's the enemy. Take cover.
Impressive.
The will of the ring grows strong.
Attack.
So I wasn't able to destroy the base right away, so I'm gonna need some
The
help here
will
to
of the
be able
ring
to finish it
grows
off.
strong. The ring grows. You have your own trust in it. The strength of the
I'm not
ring.
gonna lie, at this point I was a little bit tired trying to deal with all of that, so I was kind of just trying to rush some things and just try to get rid of it as quickly as possible, but I wasn't necessarily making the best choices and best decisions, that's for sure.
We must protect the woods.
He will try to take the ring.
So right now I still don't know if the bases on the bottom are all purchased or if it's only one or two, but you'll see that all the 3 bases were bought by the Moria faction, so I have to go and destroy 3 bases again.
The enemy is here. Sound the alarm.
And the only reason that happened was just because the end The only reason that happened is because they didn't destroy Rohan and the Elven faction in the beginning. I went for Isengard for whatever reason.
It's the enemy. Take cover, men.
Is growing.
Actually, the reason I went for Isengard is just because that's normally what I do. I just go for the base on the right, and the base further on the right, and I just go kind of that way always.
The will
Instead of just actually thinking because normally I'm playing just against one faction, right? But when you're playing against like random factions, you actually should scout all the factions and see what you're playing against, and then you can strategize from there which ones you should get rid of it first. So if you're doing that, you know that you gotta get rid of the elves and get rid of Rohan first. That's for sure one of the main things you gotta do. Once those are gone, the game becomes easy again.
This task is appointed to you.
Our forces are under attack!
And here I don't understand how they have so many trolls. Like, they don't even have the building for the trolls up anymore, but they still have a lot of trolls spawning from everywhere. I was like, what the hell?
We've lost this region!
I do think she'll be able to get rid of this, right? I think. Or not. Did it? Oh yeah, I lost Galadriel here. I thought she would be able to survive, but she didn't. Like, those trolls are pretty strong, man. Those, I don't know, hill trolls? Or, I don't know what those are called.
Our castle is under attack!
And then I'm like, I see a Balrog, then I'm not sure, like, is this the hero from Moria, or is it just someone? And then I check to see if it's level 1, it's level 1, which means it's the actual hero.
Must be careful.
And then now you'll see how strong the Balrog is. Like, he's level 1, right? So he doesn't have his flaming ability, like his flame breath or anything. Yeah, and I don't know if you remember how quickly everything else was dying as soon as they got inside the base. But you can see that the Balrog is like, he's chilling, man. Like, he's not even, his health bar is barely moving down. So that's how strong he is. And he's just level 1, right? Because if he's level 10, he goes in there exactly where I am. He just flames breath all my units. I lose all of them, and then he just finishes off the base. Now slowly I'm kind of trying to kill him. Like, his health bar is slowly going down, but you can see how strong he is. Right?
I'll do what I can.
And then I use the sunbeam thing right on top of him to help me kill him. So then I actually kill him with that. But you can see how strong he is, right?
The mirror
It was just level 1 Balrog.
shows many.
Ready yourself.
Attack! Attack!
Stand fast, men. Soldiers.
Because now that you can actually summon Balrog as a hero, you can micro him better, right? So instead of flying into a base, you can just walk in.
Ready, elves.
Or actually, I don't remember the cooldown on his flying ability, but you can just walk into a base, and then if you get in trouble, if your health starts to lose, if you start to lose a lot of health on him, you can just fly away, right? Because you see, like, I had a lot of strong units there with fire arrows, leadership, a few heroes hitting Balrog, and he still survived, like, for a long time, being level 1, right? So he's really strong. So you would have time to fly away if you needed with him.
The enemy is upon us, men!
Don't get me wrong, I think he should be strong. I'm not saying he should be weaker, but I just think there should be some other strong heroes as well to
Move out. This way.
help you deal with him. Like from the Elven faction, for instance, you do have Galadriel, but I'm not sure how strong she is against him. I know she's strong against Sauron, I know she's strong against Isildur, but I'm not sure about the Balrog. I'm assuming she would also be strong against the Balrog with the fireballs and the fireballs and what's the other one? She has another ability that does a lot of single target damage as well. And here they summon the Balrog again. That's pretty quick. So I don't think a player can summon the Balrog that quickly. So they probably, what the AI has is probably a handicap, which makes him produce units a lot faster.
Dangerous move. A dwarf so loud.
We're under attack! Stand fast!
It's not up to you or me to redraw the map of the
Castle
Earth.
is under attack!
It's a dangerous
So there, what I did to deal with the Balrog, I used Gorfdale's ability on all my other units and heroes, and then I had all of them attacking the Balrog, and that's kind of what did the trick there for me. And now the game is pretty much done. It's just a matter of finishing off these bases. I don't have the end spam anymore, so it's not too bad.
Sauron will use
Yeah,
his
the end spam is what threw me off this game. Like I knew that would happen, but I didn't think it would be that strong and it would be that spammy. It was like all around the map.
We have not had dealings with the dwarves since the dark days.
Our castle is under attack!
Yet 9 there were set out.
Our fair city grows larger. Finished. I have attacked! The building is now
Just
finished.
going for the final push now, and now I know why they had so many trolls all the time in the field. If you see that base, it's all troll layers. I think that's literally every single building that they have on that base. I think it's literally all troll layers. That's why they were spamming it so hard, and they were like, what the hell? Where are all these trolls coming from? And then I was like, oh, that's why.
They have attacked!
Be on guard, soldiers! Draw your swords!
I'm just bringing my whole army to it. I just want to get rid of this and be done with this. Because this was actually taking a lot longer than I thought it would. I thought it was doing so well in the beginning. I thought it would be a quick game, but it really wasn't. Took me a while.
Don't give up!
They're
Soldiers
attacking!
of Gondor! Hold your ground!
I'm gonna use the starlight there just to stun everything.
Weapons ready, elves! Prepare for battle!
I can focus on the buildings, make it a little bit quicker for myself. And now there's my eagle just chilling, not wanting to attack anything, so I use the guard key there. Just to have the eagle doing something.
Never shall they return!
And that was that. Took me a lot longer than I expected, but we got the job done. Again guys, if you enjoyed the content, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. And that's all from me. Have a great one.